Amen. It's me, Lucifer, business and spiritual consultant. How you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are doing great. Yeah, I know I'm corny. All right, I got myself a. I'm sorry. All right, it happens, man. I'm corny sometimes. Anyway, um, speaking of corny, there's something going on right now with these people. Are the left hand path is in denial of my power, and it's getting a little bit frustrating. They're in denial of my power because they think that because I'm a cool guy that I must not be dealing with demons. Let me tell you something. The only people not dealing with actual demons is you, because I don't use God in my temple. There is no God here. There's no angels. There's no gods here. It's out of here. I am in complete and utter darkness, friend. So the thing is, people are like, well, how can you still be cool and you dealing with demons? Well, who told you demons was bad people? I told you last night. I explained it to you last night. Yeah, they can be bad people. Yeah, they can be rambunctious. But they're actually cool dudes. Demons are cool people. It is what it is. Demons are the kind of you know what kind of people demons are. Demons are the kind of people that would steal your, like, they would walk down the street. They would see that your car looks fucking nice. They would first of all recognize that the car looks nice. So let's say you're driving a Ferrari, they'd be walking down the street, they see a Ferrari, a red one too, just to be extra source of corn of duh, right? A red Ferrari, they would steal your Ferrari, and then they would drive in front of a police station on purpose to get the police to come chase them so they can have fun with the police. And then they would drive that car over a fucking bridge. Right? And then they would drive that car over freaking, like, reckless fucking driving, almost hitting babies and shit and all kinds of shit. He wouldn't hit the baby, but it makes things interesting, right? Like reckless fucking driving, right? Jump the car over a fucking bridge, jump out of the car, that car slams into a building, the building explodes, a couple of minor injuries, nothing too heavy, just minor injuries. It could have turned bad, but it didn't. It all turned out okay. So, you know, bam, that's a demon. That's a demon. That's what a demon would do. That's a demon. A demon is not necessarily like the worst piece of shit that you have ever seen in the world. That's what the Bible says about demons. But that's not true. It is not true. They are not the worst pieces of shit that you have ever met. Lucifer is not the worst piece of shit that you have met. Meeting just meeting Lucifer. I look like Lucifer. You hadn't noticed? When Lucifer comes sees you, isn't this the face that you see? This is the face that I saw. I think the first time I saw Lucifer, I thought it was me. I thought I was, I thought I was tripping. I was kind of like, this motherfucker looks like me, man. The bluish version, not the angry version. Because I saw his demon face. I know what he looks like when he's on full demon mode too. But when you call him, when you want to see Lucifer, he's not gonna come to you on his demon face. He's gonna come on to you looking like this. It's just gonna be bluish and transparent, kind of weird shit. and he's gonna talk to you calmly. He's not, even if you insult him 3 billion times and he knows that you don't like him, he's still gonna talk to you like you're a human being. He's a very patient guy. He's an angry guy, but that's understandable. And like I said before, some of the shit that happened to them is none of our business. The reason why they have a demon face is none of our business. If they want to make it your business, they'll make it your business. Don't get on YouTube to try and find out what happened, why are there demons and shit like that. Go find out for yourself. I can't tell you that shit. If I could, I would have. I've been very very clear to specifically not talk about shit like that. Very clearly. I understand that very clearly. I can't, just mentioning it might get me in trouble. Just mentioning it. So don't do that shit to me, bruh. And yes, of course I've seen the arches of hell and the gore and everything. I think it's beautiful. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Of course I've seen the gore arches, man. Shit, I wish I had a gore arch myself. God damn it. I'm probably gonna build a house that looks like that one day. But because I'm a good guy, well, because I act like a good guy, everybody thinks, well, he must be mistaken. It can't be. No, nigga. I don't use God in my rituals. Shit. I did a couple of ritual, and if you want to ask around, I didn't use God's name in any of the rituals, and both of the people, they're okay. They're doing good. They're in a better situation than they were before. And me, my shit is going up. So I can't really, why would I? I'm not dealing with, you know. And no offense to you, Jafar, you good, but you kind of made the same assumption too a little bit. I saw, and somebody else asked me about, they asked me about Beelzebub too, and the flies. If he asked me if I hadn't seen, if I hadn't heard of how he looked like, would I have still seen the same thing that everybody says that they seen? I said I believe so. I quite believe so. And even if what people say um, created the image of the thing that I was calling, of the spirit that I was calling, pardon my language, of the spirit that I was calling, the king that I was calling, I don't think it would. I would have seen whatever I had to see. My brain created the construct of his, body. Um, you know, so of course, so yeah, I believe that. Yeah, you know, I don't care. If that makes me a little bit of a sheep, then that makes me a little bit of a sheep. But I don't really care because that's not. There's at some point you got to let things go. You can't always try to make sense of everything, or else you're gonna be slowed down, right? So in my head, I'm kind of like, well, if I see the exact same thing everybody else saw, so I guess that means I'm on the right path, right? And I do think also that I'm smart enough not to be a sheep, and that I will actually see the true form of the king that I'm trying to uh, invoke or interpretate. So I don't even know if that's a word. Interpretate. In, in, sorry, my bad. To invoke, or evoke, shit. Interpret, whatever. So, um, yeah, I saw the flies. I don't know if they're horse flies. I saw they are horse flies, but it's weird because they're magical horse flies. So what I was seeing is like little black dots flying around the table, but they kind of had like this light string behind them, so they was flying around. It kind of remind me of when you see angels in the sky and shit like that. It kind of looks the same a little bit, but it's just this little, like, because I don't know, they're not dragonflies. They was like small flies. They were small flies. So yeah, I saw the whole thing. And I saw his big old eyes too. And I saw his big old eyes too, man. Um, you know, so Beelzebub he's a defender. He's not a talker. He doesn't talk a lot, man. He's not very talkative. I'm surprised that he even wanted to meet me because I'm talkative. I'm very talkative. Like, I will ask you so many fucking questions. I will ask you so many damn questions that you're gonna get tired. I'm like a kid with it. Um, so I'm surprised that he wanted to meet me before I wanted to meet him. You know, uh, so and just his toughness that I've seen by attacking two people at the same time, EA and Elamar, going at two people at the same time. And EA is in Iceland, and I think Elamar is in Michigan or something like that. I'm not sure, or he might be in Montreal. He sounds like he speaks French. He might be in Montreal, or maybe he talks Creole all the time, and that's why he has an accent. Anyway, I don't know, but he has a pretty thick accent. Um, I got an accent too, but his accent is thicker. Um, so him attacking two people at the same time just shows you his brutish strength. Because most demons, they ask you, they straight up tell you, I'm not gonna attack two people at the same time. You choose your target, and I'll do the work. That he by himself chose to get two people. So that's another reason why I'm not gonna fuck with Beelzebub. It's for emergency cases, man. When there's too much things happen, that's when I call Beelzebub. That's what I did the last time. There was too much things happening, and I called Beelzebub. Yeah, and everything calmed right the fuck down. And I understand why, because he attacked three, no, two people. Yeah, he attacked two people. The other one was Asmodus. That celebrity, that Cabal Boule, that Boule guy, that Boule wife, that died. That was Asmodus. Elmare and his whole marionette thing. That was Beelzebub. Um, E.A. Koetting losing his girlfriend. That was also Beelzebub. Um, you know, the guy is strong, man. Like, these demons are strong, and I don't ask for no angels, and I don't put other versions of God's name in my rituals. I'm talking to the straight demon. And I know how badass they are. I know how badass they are. I know a lot of things. I know a lot of things. Um, so there's actually three sides to the story here. There's the Christian side of the story. There's the Satanist side of the story. And then there's the Luciferian side of the story. Most of these guys on YouTube are Satanists. They're people that fear God. They live in fear of God. They say that they are Satanists because I don't know. I really do not know. I really do not know. I don't know what the whole Satanist aspect. I think Satanists are doing a purge. I think they're purging people. I think they try to Satanists try to change people's darkness into light. So like they act Satanists act like retards on purpose for you to change your mind about Lucifer so you can go back to being a Christian. Because Lucifer doesn't he I think Lucifer actually does refer to himself as Satan. Um, but the actual Satanists here and Satan followers, they might be interpreting um, Lucifer as God, but the God of the Catholic God. So it's all convoluted and well, it's not convoluted because these guys know very well what they're doing, but it's a little bit confusing, and it's confusing on purpose. They're basically pulling a magic trick on people, a massive magic trick on people, like a huge one, you know. And the difference between me or the people that are on the third side, is that we realize that both sides are bullshitters. We realize that Satanists are bullshitters, and we realize that Christians are bullshitters, and that's what makes us demons. We're demonized. We are not accepted. We are rejected for not wanting to be part of this bullshit society thing that we got going on, bro. I mean, we accept society. We love what you did to the place. It looks awesome, but um, there's too much corruption in it. So because of all that corruption, you can't live like you're supposed to be living, and forget not living like gods. That's one thing, but you can't live free either. That's another thing, you know. And so anyway, so evidently people will learn that there are three sides to the story and not two. There's actually three sides to the story, dude. Because like I told you before, I expected myself to be sent into oblivion for calling up demons and shit like that. That's what I expected. I was ready to die. Basically, I was ready to die. I was kind of like, you know what? If it's that's exactly what I said actually. I was like, you know what? If I die doing this shit, well, I deserved it. So you know what I mean? You if I die doing this shit, then hey, it is what it is, man. I shouldn't. It's my business. It's my fault. I shouldn't have been playing around with no fucking demons. That's my business. You know what I mean? Um, but I tried it and it panned out. God damn it. Shit, like I said before, I've never been this powerful before. Like this is like I'm discovering true power. I've never been this powerful. I wasn't too shabby before. I mean, no disrespect to all of my enemies that seen me do some weird ass shit that they couldn't understand. But at the same because I did do some pretty weird shit when I was younger. But now I'm controlling it and it's amplified. I mean, like, good lord, I don't want to scare anybody on YouTube, but I would tell you guys to. And Asmodus is not an idiot. He's not just a crazy kind of guy. Like, Asmodus is very disciplined. And I'm not saying that there's not. I'm a laughing demon myself. There are a lot of laughing demons. But Asmodus is not a laughing demon. He doesn't like to laugh. The demons that I deal with don't like to laugh. Lucifer does not like to laugh. I mean, he doesn't mind a joke here and there, but he's not gonna be giggling and shit. You know. Lucifer got jokes too, by the way. If you think like he got jokes, man, like he got jokes, man. He can pull some fast ones on you. But they're not. They're serious people. And Asmodus is I think Asmodus is the most disciplined of all of them, to be quite honest. And he's very disciplined. He's very military like, and he's very disciplined. So, and he's very violent. When he removes enemies from your gates, he will fucking remove enemies from your, like, he will. Yo, he's not fucking around, dude. Like, he's not. This is not a joke. Um, and people don't seem to understand that. Even though I said it, this is the third time I say it, but that's what I wanted to say. I don't want to scare people on YouTube, and I don't want to scare people on YouTube because if you call this you should try to call this modus yourself. I think you'll be very surprised by what happens. And please don't use EA Wedding's version of calling as well. No, that's not true. You can just evoke. Well, the thing is, don't just call his name because I did that once, and then you're gonna see the demon as Modus. Because I did that once. I called him just to, I called him just to call him, and that wasn't a good idea. He drove a fucking meat cleaver into my brain, bro. Well, that's what it felt like. Anyway, he tore me to sunder. So don't do that. But invoke him. Invoke him, and he's gonna give you one of the best experiences that you have ever lived in your life. I guarantee you that shit. Now, Baal, the one that all these fucking idiots, Satanists, keep talking about, and that's the reason why a bunch of smart people end up being Christians, is because they keep promoting Baal. As soon as you invoke him, it's horrible, it's disgusting. This fucking guy is a piece of shit. Like, Baal is not, and he's a piece of shit on purpose. Like, he does it on purpose. It's just to scare you. It's just to scare you, and then you're gonna be like, "Oh man, I'm not gonna fuck with." He's not a demon. It's fucking Michael. Part of my, it's part of my profanity. He's not a fucking demon. Baal is not a demon. It's goddamn Michael. I know who Michael is. I've hung around with Michael for years. I know exactly how he acts. Shit, I don't even know how he talks. Even almost. It's not a demon. He's just there to make you turn and go towards so you have a bad experience, and then and then you go join the Christian faith and shit. And people are like, well, I tried doing that shit once, and your Baal character, and all I was seeing all kinds of shit and blah 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 blah. It's on purpose. It's on purpose. Baal is a fucking spy. He's a fucking spy, and that's why that shit happens. And that's why all these, even EA, he's always talking about Baal, his website, Balg.com and like that, you know. And I'm like, well, I don't know, maybe these guys, you know, maybe these guys, I don't know, you know, they just don't take it that seriously, you know. Maybe that's the reason why. Because if you don't take magic that seriously, it's not gonna affect you that much. So the more you do magic, the more susceptible you are to magic, right? So you gotta do a, you know, you gotta protect yourself when you do magic and shit like that. You know, you gotta protect yourself when you do magic. So when I see like these people, when I see these people, and I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad about the whole, you know, Baal thing. I don't feel bad because, you know, I just don't. You know, there's so much bad things going on. You know, I don't. I just don't. You know, um, and like I said before, there's smart people that's gonna, you know, they're gonna listen. They're not Christians yet, but you know they're gonna listen to both sides, and then they're gonna try the demon shit because the demon shit looks cool, you know, with all the dark shades and the dark clothes and blah blah and the leather and the straps and the whips and the everything, you know. So people are gonna try the demon side first, but then they tell you, oh, you have to talk to Baal. Baal is the one of the strongest. It's like supposedly he's saying it and blah 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 blah, and then wham, you fall into the trap. And then you're like, man, this is disgusting shit. You're a piece of garbage. I hope I never see you again. Fuck you guys. You guys are sick bastards. I'm out of here. And then, you know, and then, you know, you go join the Christian faith. You're a brand new. You're a believer. You're a believer now. You're a believer now because you're a good guy and you're not gonna do shit like you just saw Baal do. You don't want to become like Baal. You don't want to become like that. You just, you know, I'm just a good guy, man. Even if I'm not a good guy, man, I don't want to do that shit, man. I'd rather believe in God, man. I'd rather give my spirit and my soul to God, man. Sounds familiar? So, anyways, man, which is a perfectly normal reaction. Actually, to be quite honest, it's a perfectly normal reaction. There's nothing. If you don't know all the things that I know, if you haven't experienced things the way that I experience things, that reaction is 100,000% absolutely fucking normal, dude. Absolutely normal. Like 90% of the population would react that way. Easy, easy, easily. And then you go meet. But then I didn't start with Baal. I started with Lucifer because I already had a connection with Lucifer. I already had a connection with Lucifer because I thought I was fighting Lucifer the whole fucking time. I wasn't fucking fighting Lucifer the whole day. I was fighting myself. I didn't have a big connection. I didn't have a nice connection with Lucifer. I just had a connection with Lucifer. I was used to cursing at him. I was used to being mad at him. I was used to blame him for everything bad that ever happened to me, you know. So, of course, when you do that a lot, you're going to see his face pop up from time to time. You know, when you speak of the devil, he shall appear, you know. Speaking of which, just me saying all the shit that I just said, shit, man. Anyways, I hope Lucifer is with me today. You know, uh, shit, man. You know, so I already had a connection there. So I started with him. I started with the guy I already know, and he's the boss. So you might as well start with the boss, you know. So that's what I did, and it panned out. He explained a whole bunch of things to me. He made me see a whole bunch of things, and you know, he's just patiently waiting until he's patiently waiting that people understand what happened or whatever. He's patiently waiting. So I don't even know if he doesn't even want to explain himself. And that's the thing about like the other side, they always try to explain themselves. Like if to me somebody that tries to explain himself seems more guilty than somebody that never tries to explain himself. Like to me, that's what it seems like. Sometimes that's not true for humans anyway. That's sometimes that's not true. Sometimes you need to say some shit, or else you just seem guilty, right? But these guys, man, like just having this conversation right now, man, I'm sure after I'm done doing this video, I'm gonna have this whole fucking thing going where like, they're gonna pop up. They're gonna pop up. They're gonna start trying to explain themselves. They're gonna start disrespecting people. They're gonna start slandering. They're gonna start doing all kinds of shit. All kinds of shit. All kinds of shit, dude. Like, and then they're gonna say that we're the pieces of shits, and we're the bad guys, and we're this, we're that, blah blah. Man, shit. Anyways, so for everybody else that doubts me, mind you, we had we had nah, screw it. I'm gonna talk about that in another video. All right, I'm done. I'm gonna go see if I'm gonna make it out alive of this situation. I'll see you guys later, man. Peace out. My name is Seth, business and spiritual consultant. Oh, and by the way, the website was down, but now it's okay. The website was down, but now it's okay. Um, you can access everything. It's $1.89 a month. Okay, so if you want to support the website, if you want to support me, it's $1.89 a month for the website. Please support us. We have some new radio announcers. We're gonna have some. I don't know about new bloggers, but we might have one new blogger. Anyways, I don't know. Like my sister wanted to write something on the blog. I don't know if she's gonna do it. I have no idea. I have no idea. Maybe she will. Maybe she won't. I don't know. I've been trying to get her to write something because I know she can write. I know she writes a lot, and I've been trying to get her to write something for. Like I don't understand why somebody that likes to write wouldn't write a blog. Like I don't get it. Anyways, so I don't know about that. I'm not sure, but we might. So help support us. All right, the $2 a month goes a long fucking way. $2 a month goes a long way. The key is for people that want personal coaching, business and spiritual consultations from me. That's what the key is. That's $20 a month. That is very, very cheap for the person that I am. That is extremely cheap, especially after everything you just seen. You should be paying me $1 million. God damn it! But it's $20 a month. All right. So, what else? What else? What else? What else? And I will be giving out. Maybe you can hire me too if you want some rituals done. You could you can hire me. I'll charge you $100. $100 for everything. I don't care what it is. You can ask for whatever you want. I don't care. I don't care if it's money, girls, blah blah blah. $100. $100 everything. I don't care. $100 everything. Knowledge. $100 everything. All right. So if you want to hire me, it's $100. Um, you know. Uh, what else? What else? What else? What else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If we get enough subscriptions here, I can monetize the video, and that could help also with the company. It could help me give you guys more content a lot faster. You know, I need some help, son. All right, I'll see you guys later, man. Peace out.